This is the story of how I ended up a party in Mexico in an abandoned water park with a suit, like elegant. Yes, that happened. That actually did happen. For the ones that don't know this story, let me tell you all about it. I was 17, I just finished school, and the mates from my generation, they also organized some parties organized by them. There was a group of people that were organizing parties in different houses and made events, and you would pay a ticket to go there. Essentially, my generation would organize that. Just when the school finished, they made their last big party, which was in some shitty part of Mexico. Mexico City. I don't remember exactly what was the part. I don't remember the names of the streets anymore, to be honest. That's the most Netherlands thing I've ever heard. Yes, but it's not. It's in Mexico, so it was way more dangerous. There was this party, and to make it even more official, you got to go suited up. You gotta go in a suit. Everybody went in a suit. You would go there, you pay your entry. It was in this hangar with like a staff with unlimited alcohol, so you would drink as much as you want. Don't drink when you're underage, but you do you, boo. I partied, I got pretty wasted. At that time I used to still drink, and my mom told me, look, you can go to the party, but after 12:30 or 1, I think, in the morning, you have to be at home. You can't stay longer than 12:30 in the party. I want you at home. And there was one of my best friends called Diego that was gonna go home with me and stay at my home. It was 1 in the morning. I'm like, Diego, I'm drunk, I know, but let's go. We should go home, which we can arrive like 1:30. It should be fine, but it's time to leave the party. We're all suited up. We come out of the party, and I'm starting to search for potentially an Uber. And Diego is like, dude, aren't you hungry? Shouldn't we go for, I don't know, some tacos? I'm pretty sure we can find some tacos somewhere around here. We were in the middle of fucking nowhere. I don't know where we were. Next to us was some sort of highway. I don't know where we were. But we're like, you know what? I am kind of hungry. Let's go for a walk. I'm sure we can find some tacos somewhere. Even if it's 1 in the morning here, it's Mexico. There's always tacos somewhere. So we decide to start walking. We start walking. We see that there is nothing, but we keep on going in the darkness. All of a sudden, we see a street that is kind of empty, and it's like, let's take some photos there. I don't know. We were drunk. We were doing drunk type of dumb stuff. We were just walking around, and we kept on going, and there was no tacos anywhere. We were starting to get hungry, quite sad. And then he got kidnapped by the cartel. No, I could have potentially easily, but everything went well. But the story is gonna get way worse, don't worry. So we kept on walking, and all of a sudden we look at the left. The street was in the right. We look at the left, and we see this path, this open path that goes to darkness. And we're like, oh, that looks like a park. That sounds fun. There's not a lot of light, but shall we go explore it? Why not? So we just started walking inside of the darkness into the park, because why not? We start walking around a bit more with our lamps. There could be some hobos sleeping somewhere, but we didn't care. We were drunk. We just kept on going. All of a sudden, we arrived to some place with a lot of like wooden games, maybe for kids. I don't know, but we arrived there and it's like, oh, this is fun. This is cool. What is all of this? And Diego is like, wait. He used to do parkour at the time. Is this I think I know this. I've been searching this place for a long time. A lot of people do parkour here. Oh, awesome. So we're happy to be there, even if it's dark. We started playing in the games, whatever. And now we're inside the park. And we're like, well, we could go back, or we could keep on going and see what we found. If we found this thing, maybe we will find something else that is fun. So we keep on going. We keep on going into the darkness, into this huge park. And then we see a couple of stairs that go downwards into a tunnel. And we're like, there is no metros here. What is this? Shall we not go? Well, we decide to keep on going. This is going to be quite repetitive in the story. We just kept on going until, I don't know what, but we arrive into this tunnel, and all of a sudden in the end of the tunnel, there's this tree. It's weird, but there's a tree just laying there inside the tunnel. And we're like, that's cool. We keep on going. There's a couple of stairs that go up. So we come out of the other end. I don't know where, but now we are in some sort of woods. Like we are no longer in a park, we are inside some sort of woods in the middle of Mexico City. Mexico City is ginormous, so there's woods. We keep on walking. We're like, well, I guess if we keep on going, we'll find something. We keep on going. We keep on walking, one step at a time, into this little path. And as we go in the little path, we're like, we can keep on going. And there's this fence in the left of us. And we're like, well, we could keep on going. But this way sounds way more fun. So we just jump the fence and we enter even deeper in the woods, into the unknown. Let's see what happens. Let's see what comes out. Very stupid to do, but we kept on going. We kept on going in the woods, and all of a sudden we find a little path. Fantastic. We're in a little path in the woods, in the dark. Who knows what will happen, but I see my phone and I try to call a friend to chat, and I have no signal. And I'm like, oh, this is not good. Being in the woods, in the dark, in Mexico, in the night, in suits, with no signal, it's a good combo for the disaster. But we kept on going. Until we found this little tiny church. A tiny church that wasn't like square, it was round. It was like a little dome that was very small, very cute. And it looked also abandoned. So we climbed to the roof of it. Just for the sake of it. We just decided, okay, why not? Let's just climb it up. This is fun. So very, very, very cool. We just take a couple of pictures. We're having a good time. I don't know why we weren't worried at all. Probably the alcohol. But we were having a good time. We go down of the roof of the church. We kept on walking, and at the end, after walking, I don't know for how long, we see in the distance a highway. So we're like, okay, no problem. Everything is okay. I can take an Uber here. We're in safety. There's signal. Everything is safe. We start to walk towards the road, but in the left, a bit far away, we see a big wall full of graffiti. I think you know what's gonna happen. We just decide to, well, before we go and take the Uber, let's just do a little tiny more exploration. Why not? We're doing urbex in the night. Why not? So we go towards that wall. It's very big. So my friends makes a pie de ladrón. Essentially, is when you put a feet and you make him climb. And I go up. I look down. And all of a sudden, I see like a destroyed place. Like everything is abandoned, but it's full of trash and things that are destroyed. And this is a gold mine, Diego. We found it. Awesome. Let's go. So I climb up. I give him my hand or whatever, and he climbs up, or he jumped. I don't know. He does parkour, so I think he can jump and do a 360. And he climbs, and we go inside to this building that we don't know what it is. We can't see anything, but we know that it's abandoned. It could have been a bad idea. Probably there would have been some sort of hobos or people, I don't know, doing illegal stuff. And then he got kidnapped by the cartel. No, that didn't happen. Everything, like, there's a happy ending to this story. Don't worry. But we started exploring this place, and it's a huge environment, all abandoned. We kept on going through rooms, through buildings, and all of a sudden, we see this big thing, this big tube. And we realized, like, it's not a tube, it's a giant slide. And we're like, oh my god, there's slides, so cool. And there was a bunch of freaking slides. There was a abandoned water pool of waves. There was slides, and we started to go into slides, which could have broken easily, but it was fun. We were having a good time, taking some photos, having fun, laughing around, and we couldn't believe it because we talked about finding this place for a while. It was this abandoned water park in the middle of Mexico City. And we found it so randomly, just by walking. And we were there, we couldn't believe it. We had a good time. We took some photos. But after that, everything went well. We left that. We took an Uber and we arrived home. When we arrived home, it's 3:30 in the morning. So we tried to be very silent. We enter inside the house. We tried to be silent so my mom wouldn't wake up. Diego is in front of me. I'm in the back, and we climb the stairs and we pass next to the room of my mom, and my mom comes out. She gets in front of Diego. Of course, she doesn't know it's Diego because she's in the dark, and she's like, "You're an imbecile. You're punished tomorrow." And go to sleep. And we were like, okay. And we go to sleep. But my mom didn't know it was Diego who she was screaming to. She was thinking it was to me. And it was very funny to me that I didn't even got screamed at because Diego was my human shield. So we went to sleep. and everything was fine. And the next day we were hangover, and it was a good time, and life was great. And that's the story of how I ended up a party in an abandoned water park.
Human show.